Falling for Gomez, how do you feel about the success of your album and singles? I love them. Thank you. Honestly, it's incredible. I think this time around was really awesome because I am in full control. I got to executive produce it, and every decision is mine, final, which is amazing. So Good For You, for example, wasn't supposed to be the first single, and I just knew that it would be special, and we thought it would be great. We had no idea that it would go #1, and that was surreal. I don't think I believed it at first, to be honest. So, yeah. Jabin Cantador? Oh, sorry. What is one thing people would be surprised to know about you? At this point, y'all know everything about me. I am very private, though. I love to have my time to myself, and I love being at home. Gosh, I'm so boring. I don't know. I could spit gum in the air and catch it in my mouth, but some of you know that. At Dashosfajak. Okay. What was the most difficult track to record/write for Revival? Honestly, it was really hard for me at first to say what I was going to say. How was I going to come up with what I was feeling inside? So ultimately, I didn't even come up with the title of the album until midway. And I went to Mexico. I had to escape, get out of my mind. And I think putting it together, exposing myself physically and emotionally, it was amazing. It felt liberating. And it was scary. You know, it's scary to give yourself completely to your music. And I've always been comfortable staying safe, if you will. And this album was really exciting. I think you can actually know that it's me when you're listening to the record, which is really special. All right, Vanessa Suarez B. Who inspires you musically? So much. Who specifically? There's not one person. I think I respect so many artists, and I love how people have their own take on life. I think life experiences. That's not a person, sorry. Steinfeld Holy. Hey, Haley. 3 words to define the album. Empowering, inspirational, and fun. Just fun. Okay, at Derpingcolum H. What is that one thing you can't live without? One thing I can't live without, physically, would be my family and my friends. And then the actual thing I couldn't live without, like a device, would be my phone. At DJ Griff 8. Best piece of advice for young artists. Be authentic. Always. Gwen Stefani actually gave me really good advice, too. She was saying, you know, you're 23, and if you're 21 or if you're 20 or if you're 18, you don't need to be wearing high heels all the time. You could go up and be barefoot if you want, and you could be yourself. And even if that's not what you want, it's something that was really good for me to hear, because you put this pressure on yourself because you look at other people and you think that's what you should be like, but ultimately what makes people them is the fact that they are themselves. And if that's in high heels and killing it, that's awesome. But if it's not, that's equally as awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for sending your questions. I'm so sorry if I got the handles wrong. They're very hard sometimes, so forgive me. That is my ask reply. Thanks, guys. At only Selena. That's cute. What are some of the things you do to cheer yourself up on a bad day? Always talking to people. I have 3 best friends that I can count on one hand that I love unconditionally, and you have to talk it out. I'm the kind of person that's like, I can do this. I don't need to talk about it. I'll go in my room. I'll cry it out. I'm fine. And I have friends that are like, you need to talk it through. You know, like what are you feeling? What's going on? And I also have really funny friends. So you're able to kind of open up, get it out, cry it out with them, whatever you want, and then, you know, just kind of lighten the mood. Food helps, swimming helps, and a really bad movie helps. Renata Beniquabur. Maybe that means Brazil at the end? Okay. What do you expect people feel when listening to your new album? I want people to see the perspective that I have, from Kill 'Em With Kindness to Rise, Survivors, Camouflage. They are all my take on things, you know, on life. what I feel people need to hear or just what they perceive. I want people to think about stuff because it's just, it's great to listen to a great beat. You want to nod your head along, but then sometimes you don't even know that you know the words and you're not understanding the words. My lyrics are so important, and I want people to know what they're listening to, and I want them to just kind of have their own perspective. I want conversations to be had about Kill 'Em With Kindness, about camouflage. I want people to have those conversations. And what does it make you feel? Does it take you back to a place? Does it make you happy? Does it make you sad? Being self-aware is so important. That's why sober's on the record too. Sometimes it's easy to escape it. All right, Tupac, Selena's yes handle. That is dope. I'm such a loser. What was the longest time you've been in the studio for? This album. Sheesh, over a year. It was amazing. It was incredible. And then towards the middle of the album, I kind of freaked out. And I just needed to get out of my headspace. So like I said, I went to Mexico with 3 producers, a couple of writers. We were there for a week. We came up with Revival, and it was just fun. It was being able to get yourself out of it mentally. So a while. Tomlin, X vocals. Okay. Ice cream or cake? Cake. Always cake. Even if I make it. It's so bad, but it's so good. At Hands to Myself, what was the most fun song to record? Hands to Myself. Literally, and Me in the Rhythm. That was really fun. Those were the last 2 songs, so we have the album, we're good. And then we ended up going in the studio for fun, and we came up with Hands to Myself and Me in the Rhythm. And that was amazing. It was just kind of one of my favorites on the album is Hands to Myself, so you saved the best for last, maybe. Forever 1D Serbia. If you could choose one of your music videos to live in, which would it be? Oh, goodness. I thought Live You Like a Love Song was so spastic and all over the place. It was so fun. It was like you're going into this world, you're going into that realm, you're all over the place. And one of my favorite movies of all time is Alice in Wonderland. It's kind of like a weird, alternate universe vibe. I don't know what I'm saying. I think that's what I'm trying to say is Love You Like a Love Song. That is my Ask Reply. Thanks, guys.